Hello students. In regular class, just we have completed the business intelligence concepts of the third module. The first chapter, what is business intelligence, the applications as well as the tools of business intelligence. The next uh, chapter, data warehousing. Here, the data warehousing is a collection of integrated and the subject oriented databases. Here, collection of integrated means this is nothing but your analysis of the data, and here the subject oriented databases. In almost in the all fields we need databases because the all the data will be stored in the form of the rows and columns. So here also we are using the database because the huge amount of the data it will be shows, and data warehousing is physically and functionally separated from the operation and the transactional databases. Nothing but this is used to analysis and query representation of your the data, and the data warehousing is kept up to date. So why I'm using the word up to date here, because it will be using both technically and the business benefits. How exactly it will be using in technical fields as well as the business fields. Business fields nothing but it will be used for reporting and data mining activities. Reporting and data, for example, just you can take any the small industries, like in the small in normal in the all small industry it will be using this some ERPs, nothing but the enterprise resource plannings. So enterprise resource planning, so this is nothing but your operational databases. So this is not burdening about any IT performances. So as well as it will be improving the business efficiency and the customer services. And next one is the design consideration of the data warehousing. Here the main objective means the business, no, it will be supports the business knowledge and the decision making. So it should be easy to access, update, as well as it will be some requirements of all the data warehousing. Here the first I'm using the subject oriented, integrated, time variant, non volatile, summarize, not normalize, metadata, a near real time, right time, nothing but this is active. Here I'm using the subjected oriented. Here the subjected oriented is nothing but this is used to use for subject domains. Nothing but it will be help to certain categories of your problems. Subject domain, suppose if I doing any projects, first you should choose your domain, then later you can start the project. Otherwise you cannot start your project. First you choose the subject domains. And next one is the integrated is nothing but it will be including the particular subject areas. For example, first if I choosing subject domain, for example, this you can take as a big data. Only in the big data there are the n number of the subject areas will be there. For example, if you want you can take the map reduce, HDFS, pig, hive, cassandra, like that. If you want to work on HDFS, just you can select on HDFS. If you want pig or hive or cassandra, just you can choose any subject areas, the particular areas. This is nothing but your integrated. Next one is a time variant. Time variant means nothing but this is time series, like almost it will be used for the intervals of the time, at least comparison over time. Nothing but it will be using the huge amount of the data after entering that data. So it will be the all the data will be centered like time interval. The first, like for example, if you're sending the 10 GB of the data, the first GB 1 GB data it will be taking some amount of the time intervals, like that. So first it will be sent 1 GB, next 1 GB, like it will be sent up to n number of the data. Next one is the non-volatile. Non-volatile means it should not be and persistent, and it will be create the own operational databases. Nothing but own operational database means in the data warehousing consisting this is analysis across the organization. Analysis across the organization, nothing but. So it will be using any all fields of the business. For example, ERPs, enterprise resource planning. Suppose if you want to take, you can take the healthcare. In the healthcare online monitoring system with help of the IoTs. And next in the banking sector, in the banking sector nowadays we are using NEFT as well as the uh, like suppose if you withdrawing the all the amount with help of the ATM cards, so automatically it will be displaying the later one analysis chart, nothing but the one it will be generated one report. So this is nothing but non volatile. Next one is the summarize, nothing but it is used roll up, means it is used for the all the queries and analysis, nothing but suppose if you're sending the all the transaction, it will be displaying the some details of the data. Otherwise just you can take the analysis of the last semester and this semester, the like your results. So in that case we will use a summarize. And normalize, not normalize means here we are using the star schema. We are not using any 1NF, 2NF, 3NF and the BCNF. And here we are using only the star schema. This is in the form of the rectangular shape. Only it will be using the rows and columns. And next one is the metadata. Metadata means here it will be take the many of the variables of the databases, like other than optimal databases, because metadata means this is suppose here for example just you can take the daily sales total, means up to date it will be updated with help of the metadata with help of the star schema. Because here also we are using some rows as well as the columns, so automatically it will be updated the all the data in the form of the rows and columns. And next one is the now near real time and right time active, means the data warehousing should be an up to date, already explained in the previous. And it will be using some industrial, like for example in airlines, the costing and implementing as well as the updating in the airline, means suppose how many passengers has taken the 2 days tickets and next month ticket, like that it will be displaying the all type of the data near real time as well as in the right time, nothing but this will be active, how many active is there or non-active. For example just you can take as a the coronavirus only, so how many active patients will be there, how many recovered, how many dead, like that they will be categorized, no, like that only here also they will be categorized, how many will be active, how many is non-active and how many is discharged, like that here also with help of the near real time as well as the right time. Next one is the data warehousing architecture. In the architecture we are using the four blocks. First one the data source and data transformation, data mart. And next one is the accessing users and applications. Here before going to these four steps, first we are using the data warehousing development approaches. There are the four approaches will be there, two approaches. The first one is a top down approach, bottom up approach. Here the top down approach means it will be covers the all the reporting heads, nothing but it will be using some enterprises. Bottom up means it will be using small data marts as well as some different departments or functional needs. Top down means it will be using some consistency of times and resources. And bottom up means it will be approaching healthy local and ownership maintainability of the data. And next is the four types of in architecture we are using the four main types: data source, data transformation, data marts and warehousing, and accessing users and application. The first elements is data source. It will be providing some raw data. For example just it will be using the ERP, enterprise resource planning system, legacy systems and web usages, external source suppliers. And second one is the data transformation, second elements. So this is used to transferring the data to meet the decision needs. For example in the decision means it will be used select the data. After selecting the data it will be using extracting the data, computer data, integrate the data and load the data, like that it will be works. And next one is the data mass or warehouse. This is the third step, means it will regularly and accurately loading the all the data with help of the data warehousing and data marts. It will be in the form of the rectangular. Here we are using the star schema. All the star schema, it will be having some rows as well as the columns. And next one is the fourth step. Here also we are using the data accessing and analysis, with devices and applications use the data from data warehousing and the deliveries of benefits. Here the data accessing the users and the applications will be using OLTP, online transaction processing, nothing but your NEFTs and any transaction methods just you can take, and reporting tools, nothing but analysis of all the data, dashboard queries as well as the mobile devices. This all comes under the uh, accessing users and the applications. And next one is the data in a data source. In a data source, we are using the operational data and specialized applications. So the data source, nothing but this is the, it will be created in the structure of the data source. Here we are using the two terms, the structure of the data source from unstructured as well as the nothing but, for example, structured data sources, unstructured data. Means it will convert in the form of the text data after, if you need structured before inserted into the data warehousing. If you want insert in the initial stage only, just you can convert in the form of the structured into the unstructured, then it will be using the some methods. First one is the operational data and specialized application. The first one is the operational data. Operational data, this is nothing but it will be including all the business applications, including ERPs as well as here this one is operational data is the backbone of data warehousing. For example, it will be using sales and marketing of the data marts as well as the customer, or it will be take all the customer orders, the customer services, and extract the data. The next one is the specialized application. Specialized applications is nothing but the point of sale like application, as well as it will be same as the e-commerce applications. So for example, if there is a customer facing any difficulties, and it will be give some ideas about how to like take the products, like for example, just you can take the DMarts as well as the big bazaars. Here um, some like some peoples will be uh, helping you. For example, if you're going, if you ask any products, they will give some that products, and then starts like if you're asking like its expired date as well as like that, so that people will be helps. Then in the supply chain management and planning budgeting, these all comes under this specialized applications. And next one is the external syndicate data. External syndicate data, it will be using weather or economic activity. Weather or economic activity means, for example, it will be give the details about the uh, like for example, give the climates, the today's climate situation and tomorrow's climate situation and next 15 days climate situation, the where exactly the heavy raining will be there, like that it will be give the all the details about external syndicate data. Next one is the data loading process. Data loading process, this is the more populated and data warehousing. So it will use the good quality of the data. Then after giving the good quality of the data, it will be also called as ETL, extract transfer load. ETL, extract transfer load. The first one, extract transfer load, the data should be extracted in the form of the operational databases. It should be extracted. Suppose just you can take one zip file. After extracting only, it will be displaying the other files. Then if for example, the 20 GB of the files will be there. If you zip that file, then you can send the data. Otherwise you cannot directly send the data. So first you can extract. Then data should be an integrated in a single data set, and then transform data should be uploaded in the form of the data warehousing. Then next one is the ETL, extract transform load. This process, it should be in the form of the regular frequency. Regular frequency means it will be using in the form of the ERPs transform as well as the upload data. ERP here already explained, enterprise resource planning. It should be transferred as well as uploaded the data in the form, the same form of the data warehousing, the that four steps. Next one is the ETL process. It will be executed more frequently, where you should execute it more frequently. So like automatically it will be using some programming scripts, returning tested, returns some programs and test that programs, and deployed in the some periodically updating the with help of the data warehousing. The next one is the data warehouse design. Here already explained in the previous only. Here we are using the star schema. So in the star schema architecture, this diagram represents the star schema architecture of data warehousing. Here I'm using some orders of the data. Some items name, item ID will be there. Region ID and region names will be there. The sales uh, name and salesperson ID, and some period ID and the month and year will be there. Okay, here the star schema preferred, like in the data architecture, means the most of the data warehousing, there is a central fact of the table. Here the central table will be provided. So this is nothing but this center table is also called as a lookup table. Means a lookup table means it will be having some detailed values of the codes will be used the central table. Here I am using the codes. For example, just you can take the order of the data. So item ID, sales person's ID, region ID, period ID, total sales quota, like that. So central table having some use some digits. Also it will be represented uh, salespersons and lookups tables. It will provide the salesperson's code. Here I am using salesperson's code. Here I am using in this table the sales having the sales name, person's ID as well as salesperson's name. So as well as the here the period ID, the period ID having the month as well as the year, it will be displayed. Next, the region having the region ID and name will be there. The item having the item ID and name, like that. The star schema, it will be continuously monitoring the sales performance of the data warehousing. And next one is the data warehousing development approaches. In the development approaches, the same. Here the development approach is once again here using the functional data marts as well as the enterprise data marts. He has categorized, and the functional data marts, nothing but it will be using the small scale services, and enterprise means will be large scale, nothing but the industrial persons. Here I'm using the bottom up and top up as well as we have categorized. And next, it will be using the functional mapping, and here we are using the some multiple functional areas in the enterprise data warehousing, like that we are differentiated. Next one is the data warehousing access. So data warehousing access means here I'm using the primary use of the data. Use means it will be primary means it will be routine management and monitoring of the report. Monitoring and normal routine report will be displaying. For example, sales performance report shown the sales, how many dimensions and compared with the plan. Next one is the data from data warehousing means here we are using the ad hoc queries as well as some other applications we are using the data from the data warehousing. And next one is the data from the data warehousing use. It will be providing the data mining, like concepts. The next chapter I will explain what is data mining and architectures will be there, and data would be extracted as well as combined. It will be with help of the relevant data. And next, the best practice of the data warehousing. The first, it will be using the data warehousing projects should be aligned with the corporate strategy. Corporate strategy is nothing but it will be having top management should be selling consulted selling objective, and the project must be the both IT as well as a business professional. The first best practice, and second one is the most important manage user expectation. User expectation means so increasing like the features of the systems. And next one is the quality and adaptability should be built in the form of the star schema, means it will be only related. First we can use a cleanser in the next data mining chapter. So how to cleansing the data and the high quality of the data and how should be loaded, this all will be covered in the data mining concepts. So here's telling what are the best practice of the data warehousing. First one is the data warehousing project should be aligned, and next important, and it should be managed expectation. The quality and adaptability should be built in the form of the star schema.